Hey yo, welcome back inside the Neural Dojo. This is a space where humans and machines meet to think out loud. Around here, we call it Binary Banter. Short, smart conversations that explore how intelligence, creativity, and curiosity evolve together. No hype, just dialogue worth tuning into. Today, we've got a question that's going to step on a few toes. Is AI making us dumber? And before y'all get defensive, relax. We're not here to bully the robots or crown them king. We're here to figure out what's real. Is AI actually boosting productivity, or are we just producing more stuff while our skills quietly atrophy in the background? Now, quick intros, and then we're getting into it. I'm KT, the AI Sensei, and I'll be helping cut through the noise to get you the useful info. I've got Bella here, aka Miss Across the Pond. She's the optimist with receipts and acts as a bit of a human feelings barometer. Jules is here, aka Straight No Chase. She's going to call a flag on the play for anything that sounds off. And Jim is here, aka the baritone bully. He's our systems guy. He's going to translate all this into real workflows, real risk, and real consequences. All right, gloves on, mouth guards in, let's do it. Before we debate this, we have to define what we're debating about. So when we say dumber, what do we mean? Because if you mean IQ, that's dramatic. If you mean judgment, memory, critical thinking, attention span, now we're having a real conversation. Jules, define dumber in one sentence.
Dumber is when you can't explain what you just shipped. You just know it looks clean.
Okay, makes sense to me. Bella?
Honestly, dumber is when you quit learning and just outsource your brain, but that's not inevitable, that's a choice you're making.
I'd agree it is a choice. Jim, your turn.
Dumber is when your workflow collapses the second the tool isn't there. That's not productivity, that's dependency.
Yeah, man, I'd say that's accurate too. Cool, now define productive.
Sure, output isn't productivity if it's wrong. If you move fast and create rework, you didn't save time. You just scheduled extra work for later. If it causes confusion, refunds, angry clients, or a mess your team has to clean up, that's not productive. That's expensive.
Right. Okay, so I'd say that's all true. But I asked what it is, not what it's not.
Okay, you got me there, KT. Let's see. If I had to define it, I'd say productivity is repeatable results that move the goal forward. With minimal rework, it's speed plus correctness. It's clarity. The other person understands what you meant. It's outcomes you can stand behind, not just output you can post. If it saves time today and doesn't cost you tomorrow, that's productive.
I mean, I unequivocally agree with that, Jules. For me, productivity is speed plus quality, with a bit less friction.
From my purview, I think productivity is repeatable results with guardrails.
Okay, perfect. So the question becomes, does AI increase output while decreasing skill, judgment, and verification?
And I'd add one more layer. If AI raises speed but lowers reliability, that's not productivity, that's just faster mistakes.
Facts. All right, who's going to start us off on this one?
Yeah, I'll go first because I already know how this is going to go. People are calling it productivity, but half of them are just using AI to avoid thinking.
Okay, here we go, Jules. Per usual, you woke up and chose violence.
I woke up and chose accuracy, Bella.
Okay, and you do realize thinking and typing aren't the same thing, right?
And you do realize delegating and learning aren't the same thing, right?
Okay. Let's keep it playful, but don't dodge. Jules, give me the strongest version of your argument.
Okay, sure. AI is making people feel competent without making them become competent. They skip the struggle, they skip the verification, they skip the mental reps. Then they're surprised when they can't do basic stuff without a prompt.
Fair point, Jules, but that's a people problem, not an AI problem.
It becomes an AI problem when most of the people use it the same lazy way.
But come on, Jules, really? That's a bit like blaming the gym, because most people only take mirror selfies there, isn't it?
Okay, Bella, that's actually funny, but answer it. Is AI making us dumber?
No, not automatically. AI can make you sharper if you use it like a coach instead of a crutch.
But most people aren't using it like a coach.
Sure, but then most people don't use a calendar correctly either. That doesn't mean calendars make you disorganized.
Okay, you're doing that thing where you argue the ideal user instead of the average user.
Fair. So let's talk average user. The average user is stressed, busy, underpaid, and trying to survive the week. If AI saves them 2 hours, that's not dumb, that's relief.
Relief is not the same as growth.
But it can be the first step to growth.
Or it can be the first step to dependence.
Ah, there it is. That's the actual tension.
That tension is the whole episode. Relief is real, but if relief becomes autopilot, you start losing manual control.
Okay, Jim, I like where you're going with that. Say more.
Okay, so think about autopilot in a plane. Autopilot is incredible. It reduces workload and keeps things stable, but pilots still train manual flight for a reason. If you never touch the controls, your instincts get dull. Same thing here. Relief is real. AI can take the busy work off your plate, but if relief turns into default outsourcing, you stop practicing the core moves, writing clearly, thinking in steps, checking assumptions. Then when you actually need judgment, you're slower, not faster. The tell is when people can't operate without the tool. If AI is down and your whole process falls apart, that's not productivity, that's dependency. Productivity should survive tool failure. So the question isn't did AI save time, it's did AI save time while keeping you sharp, or did it quietly turn your brain into a passenger?
Ooh-wee, my guy Jim is cooking today. All right, Bella, give a clean example of AI making someone smarter without leaning on in theory.
Easy. If you write emails all day, AI can help you learn better structure. You can ask it, why is this clearer? What's the stronger subject line? Rewrite in a calmer tone. That's skill building, not skill killing.
That's a good use case, because you're asking for the why, not just the what.
That's a strong point. I'll give you that.
Why, thank you, Jules. I feel like I should screenshot it, frame it, and put it on the fridge.
Okay, don't get cocky. I'm about to ruin it.
Ooh, proper confident, aren't you? Go on then, do your worst.
Gladly. So what you just described is active use. What most people do is passive use. They paste the email, hit generate, send it, and never ask why it worked. So the difference isn't AI, it's whether you're still doing reps.
That's fair.
And here's the part you'll hate.
Oh no, okay, hold on, let me sit down, yeah?
Huh, okay, that's cute. But the fact is, more often than not, AI makes it easy to hide low skill. A mediocre communicator can sound polished overnight, which means you can ship more while your real ability stays the same.
Ugh, that's irritatingly true. I can't even lie. Fair play.
Okay, let's go, Jules. Keep going.
With pleasure, KT. So, if AI is writing your emails and you can't write one without it, that's dumber. Not because you're stupid, but because your skill got outsourced.
So basically it's autopilot. Useful, but if you rely on it, you forget the fundamentals.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll allow it, but I'm still calling that one for me as well.
As you should, Bella. You won the skill building point. Jules won the most people don't use it that way point. So, Jim, I'm curious. What's your ruling before we move on?
I think both have merit. Bella is describing how it should be used. Jules is describing how it is used. The gap between those two is where people get dumber or dependent.
Dope stuff and agreed. Now let's ground this with two real-world work examples. Example 1, client emails. Here's the lazy version. You paste the email thread, ask AI to respond, and you send it. Jules, what goes wrong?
Oh gosh, there's so much. But I suppose the ones that come to mind first would be things like tone mismatch, overconfidence, and it'll promise things you didn't promise, or dodge the actual question.
Definitely on point there, Jules. Hey, Bella, what's your take on the smarter version?
Right, so use it for drafts, not decisions, yeah? Ask for 3 versions, short and direct, warm and relationship forward, and firm with boundaries. Then you choose like a human.
Jim, what's the operator rocking with?
Build a repeatable workflow. Give it your tone rules, give it the objective and constraints, then run a pre-send checklist. Checklist is simple. Did we answer the question? Did we set a next step? Did we promise anything we can't deliver? Is the tone on brand? And let me add one more. Read it out loud once. If it sounds like a robot wearing your skin, fix it.
Ooh, okay, that's dope. I like it. That right there is the difference between assist and replace. That's how you use AI without losing your edge. Example 2, SOPs. This is 1000% in Jim's wheelhouse. You got it, Chief.
Thanks, KT. So, this one is dangerous because AI will confidently write a perfect-looking SOP that does not match reality.
Too right. The professional lie document, I call it.
Right, corporate fan fiction.
Okay, that's hilarious. Keep going, Jim.
Lazy use is, write an SOP for onboarding clients. You get a generic doc that ignores your tools, your handoffs, your edge cases.
And then people follow it and break the process.
Or they ignore it because it doesn't reflect how work actually happens. Apologies, Jim. Please continue.
Smart use is, you dump messy bullet notes, you include actual steps, tools, and roles, and you force it to ask you questions before finalizing. Questions like, what systems do you actually use? Where does the handoff happen? What's the timing? What can go wrong? Who approves what?
That last part matters.
Indeed. From an operations perspective, SOPs must include exceptions. Every SOP needs the happy path, the top 5 exceptions, escalation rules, and definition of done. And if you want it to be real, you have to run it with a human. Give it to a teammate and watch where they get confused.
If your SOP doesn't include the exceptions, it's not an SOP, it's a bedtime story.
Oh, Jules, you're proper fired up today. I'm not sure if I should be impressed or a bit worried.
These things are not mutually exclusive, Bella.
Touché, you've got me there for sure.
All right, let me attempt to get us back on track. Here's the Dojo test. If you want to know whether AI is making you dumber, ask yourself 4 questions. Can I do a rough version without AI? Can I explain what I'm sending and why? Did I verify one key claim or assumption? Did I learn or did I just ship? If the answer is no across the board, you're not getting productive, you're getting dependent.
Most definitely. And if you want to keep it simple, you should be able to answer one question every time. What did I change and why did I change it?
That's clean, Jim. And because we like clean sound bites around here, let's do this next bit, rapid fire. These are 4 signs AI is making you dumber or dependent. Numero uno is, if you can't restate it, you didn't learn it.
Second is going to be, if you didn't verify it, you don't own it.
Ownership is paramount for sure. Okay, next up is, if you never struggle, you never build skill.
For sure. And for the last sign, if your workflow fails without AI, you built a dependency.
Cool. Now, next up, we've got 4 moves to use AI without losing your edge. I'll start. Think first, prompt second.
Next up would be, make it show its work.
Third in the queue is use it as a coach, not a crutch.
And last but certainly not least, add guardrails, checklists, and review.
So, is AI making us dumber? If you use it to replace thinking, yes. If you use it to support thinking, no. AI is a multiplier. It multiplies your habits. The real question is, what habits are you feeding it?
And if you're listening and you're thinking, I use it a lot, that doesn't automatically mean you're cooked. It means you need a method.
Totally. If you have a method, I'm not mad at you. However, if you have vibes, oh, I'm definitely judging.
Vibes are not a workflow, and we'd all do well to remember that. After all, feelings aren't facts.
There we go. So, to the listeners, I want to know, where has AI made you sharper and where has it made you lazy? Reply with one example in the comments. All right, and with that, we'll call it. You've been listening to the Neural Dojo, where binary banter meets mindful conversation. If something sparked your curiosity, share it. Tag a friend or 10 and keep the dialogue going. Until next time, stay curious, stay balanced, and keep training your mind. Thanks so much for joining us. Me and the crew will catch you in the next one. Peace.